So I don't really know what I'm doing here right now in front of this camera, but after really processing my thoughts yesterday, I realized how much, I don't know, satisfaction, I guess, I feel when I'm, really processing my thoughts out loud and then visually afterwards and making videos and vlogs and stuff. I've never really been a fan of vlogs and watching stuff like that. I mean, who would want to just watch someone go about their day? But I realize now that like creating them is actually like a really fun and like engaging process. And right now, after yesterday, my mind kind of feels like a whirlwind, and I think that taking the time to let those thoughts settle might be valuable. I guess this is vlog day 2. I don't really know, but we'll see what's gonna happen today. So, bye.
Eventually the shards break apart until they start in to make you choke. But all of us were once baptized in hope.
So after the crazy awesome surprise of yesterday, I have kind of been stuck in this place where I don't really know how to kind of like let people know that I got into Stanford, because on the one hand I don't want to like lie about it. I don't want to like feign this kind of, I don't know, like shame or embarrassment, because it's like something to be proud of. And it's not staying true to myself to like pretend I didn't get into Stanford or something like that. But on the other hand, I don't want to like try and put other people down, because everyone is applying to colleges right now, and we're all honestly like really scared and insecure. I don't want to kind of like parade myself around and say, hey, like look at me, look at this accomplishment. So right now I'm really trying to focus on like others instead of myself. And how I'm deciding to do that today is by just writing letters of gratitude to the teachers I've had. We're over here at Cafe Roma, which is one of my favorite cafes. It's always like 5 degrees too hot though. So yeah, we're gonna crank out those letters. Bye.
Mama, I know you cannot let go. Though we had both been roaming toward the ocean, it seems our motions split some time ago. But shaky are the hands with which we roll.
Hey, so I just finished making most of the letters. Now we're gonna head over to one of my favorite places in Shoreline, which is Richmond Beach. And we're gonna try and catch the sunset, but I think it already happened. So, but it was like really good being able to, like write like gratitude and express that to these teachers and these important people I've had in my life. Some for the past, like 3.5 years, even longer. And just to really think about how all these people have like touched me and influenced me in different ways. I wrote these letters, and it was really nice for me also to be able to reflect on like these experiences that I had, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and then also think back to like who I was as a freshman, as some of these teachers had me, because freshman Jose and senior Jose were very different people, I can tell you that. I was writing a letter to my cross-country coach, one of them, who actually like never had me as a student, but I just figured I'd write it to her anyway. And literally at the district's meet, like end of year meet for my first cross-country race, I like had so much pressure because I was like the 3rd best person on our team as a freshman. I just didn't know like how to deal with that pressure, that I started like crying as I was running up this hill because I felt like I wasn't doing a good enough job. And instead of just saying like, okay, Jose, like it's time to just pick up the pace, like work harder, I just like fell apart basically and started crying because I just really like did not believe in myself and felt that I was so inadequate. And it was like, who am I to be a varsity member on this team? Like, what am I doing? They're all counting on me. And as that was happening, as I was running up this hill, Silver, who's this coach of mine, she was like there, and she was like shouting at me like, no, Jose, you gotta do this, you gotta finish this. And I ended up finishing the race, but like really badly. It was literally the worst race I've ever had. But I was just thinking about like the growth that I've had between like then and now, and like being a captain of my cross country team, being someone who is like encouraging other athletes and people on my team, And like I still like have bad races, I still have bad moments, but you know, just like seeing the person I was then, the person I am now, and then the fact that like a lot of that growth is actually like due to the encouragement of like that coach and of other people, about how because they believed in me, I was able to believe in myself. And it's just think about like how different my life would be if those people weren't in it. You know, it's like, it's crazy to think about. You know, we like to think that like we're our own person, but really I think that like we're the sum of the people and experiences that we have in our lives. I don't know, it's just like insane the impact one person can have. So yeah, Stanford. I was definitely really surprised by seeing that decision, because, you know, even though, you know, I know I'm a good student, I know that I push myself academically and in terms of what I'm involved in, I also know that so is like most of the people who apply there. You know, like people don't apply to Stanford unless they think that they can get in. I knew that in a you know, pool of incredibly well qualified people who stand out, each and every one of them in their own ways, that my chances of really getting admission were kind of slim. It's a roll of the dice. I kind of like emotionally prepared myself for a rejection. When I saw that it said congratulations, like my body was in disbelief. Like physically, I tensed up. Those words like did not seem real, and I started like screaming. Like I like terrified, because I was like so like beyond surprise, but like literally like scared of the fact that like, oh shoot, like this is real, like this is a thing, and it still like doesn't feel real. But you know, as that initial, you know, kind of like moment of triumph has worn off, I've realized that it's not as like life-changing as I thought it would be. I thought that if I got admitted to this school, I would feel different. I would have like an extra like thing in my step. I would have like made it, you know? But I mean, I know it's only 24 hours later, but that's not the case. And I think that that's the thing, is that like I'm finally realizing that like where you go to school has no like reflection or impact on who you are. And that's something that I honestly wish I'd realized. Because I thought that if I got admitted to the school, it would be like a Cinderella story, you know? I'd be in the carriage pumpkin thing, I would have a beautiful, I guess not dress, but you know, like I thought I would be different, but that's not the case. And so now as I'm sitting here and it's like December 8th and I don't graduate until freaking like June 8th or 9th or something like that, like I still have like 7 months left of school. What am I gonna do to make those 7 months like matter? If I'm the same person, it shouldn't change. Really, that's like a question I'm trying to answer and I'm trying to figure out. If I'm not defined by like the school I go to, then like what am I defined by? And you know, as I'm asking myself that question, really the answer is like people, is investing in people. The friends and the peers that I'm with right now, like that's the last time I'm gonna be with this group of people. I should make the most out of the people that I have around me while I still have them. There's a lot of amazing people in my school, people I've never even met, people I've never talked to. There's people I haven't like talked to since like freaking 3rd grade. And those people have stories and are interesting. And so I really want to like just invest in them. I don't know. One thing that I really want to do is like make memories. Because my problem is that I just will like hit someone up, say like, hey, let's hang out. I go and pick them up, or they come pick me up, and then we go get like pho. And then we don't like actually like do anything. We just like spend money, talk about other people or whatever our like problems are, and then that's it. And like I know that there's like a time and place for that, but if like that's all of my relational experiences, then like that's not a lot of sustenance. So I want to like make memories, I want to do stuff. And so one thing I'm really going to try and do is like get a group of friends together and say like, hey, we're going to make a freaking bucket list. Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna like brainstorm, like, I don't even know, like 50 things that we want to do before we graduate. And we're just gonna like do it. I am tired of just like going to school, dreaming of college, dreaming to get out, and then just like wasting my everyday. You know, that is such a waste. I know this has kind of been rambling on. Hopefully it makes some sort of sense. But future Jose, if you're watching this, I hope that I do this right. I hope that I don't have regrets. I hope that I really do make the most out of the remainder of this season of life. And for people who are out there watching that are in this season of applying to schools, have a lot of anxieties around that, know that like the school that you go to, that college acceptance letter is not like a Hogwarts letter. It's not gonna whisk you off and like magically change your reality. Like, Hagrid doesn't show up and take you away. Like, you still have a lot of time in between that. So like, don't waste all of your time like daydreaming about that, but like live in the like present that you're given. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't really know anything, so take it if you will. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.